Hello, this is Greg from PLC Trainer, folks, and we're going to illustrate how to take a Compactlogix L18 or 16ER with the Studio 5000 software and hook up the software, link the communications, and also an Allen Bradley Compact Logix link with the Panelview. This is a Panelviewplus 7. And we'll pull up both programs so you can see them. And what we're using here is we are using a trainer device with analog. It has an analog in and analog out cards, Ethernet switch. It has slim interface relays, something like this. And control in plants. A lot of control systems use Phoenix contacts or Clemson, different things to link, so that the PLC will actually fire the coil, and then the outputs will be through the relay. That way, less damage can be done. Isolate the PLC. The switch itself, we're using a stride style switch, if that helps you at all. And also, we'll illustrate with a contactor. There's some banana connectors here that we can simulate some outputs with the program. So let's go ahead and get started. We've got a little pot. It's the same as these here that can show you the 0 to 10 input. Can simulate a signal such as a level control, speed control, or conveyor speed up and down as an input to the PLC. So anyhow, so let's get started. The first thing we'll do, and we'll put it on the TV here. The first thing we'll do, we've got our, is go ahead and hook up the PLC. So we'll open up the Studio 5000 software. It is a, and we'll link up to the PLC from an upload. So it takes just a couple minutes here. So let's let it give a couple minutes. Here we are. This is Factory Talk Links. Looks a lot like RS Links for those of you that have ever used it. So let's find our device. It has found the PLC and the panel view. So let's go ahead and hook up there's the IP address, and and we are linking up with it. So I clicked it. Just take a second here. And once we get the software up, I'll pull it over. Some of the Allen Bradley software is very good software. It can take a little while to pull up compared to some other. Okay, we've got the software package pulling up. Let me pull it over to our TV as soon as I get the okay, it's uploading. If you can, here we go. As soon as it gets, I can pull it over the TV. All right. Here we go. So what we have is we have the Logix Designer. It's within the Studio 5000, and we'll go ahead and if we go here to tasks over here in the main program, the main routine. So we'll go look at we've got a simple program to take a look at, and we'll go ahead and looks like we've got it here. And now let's go ahead. We're online here. Let's go ahead and go online with the panel view. So we've got it's called a Factory Talk Studio. You can see it. I put it on the taskbar there. So let's go to open the Factory Talk View Studio, and I've clicked it. It opens a lot faster. We're going to use the View Machine Edition for simplicity for our Panelview 7. And we will we'll use the Panelviewplus PLC trainer. So we've clicked it and we are opening it. So one moment. It's good to see it's still loading. There we go. All right. Now, almost there. Keep loading. There we go. That's why it's important to see this. Well, you see how long it takes. Here we go. All right. So let me pull this over here so you can see it. Okay. Here we go. And we're not going to spend a lot of time pulling up all the toolbars and everything. What we're going to do is go to the displays. Let's go to the displays and very simple display is pulled up here. Let's go ahead and click on the HMI. Let's see what that does. Okay. We've got for the Panelviewplus, we have this is what we've uploaded from our we've pulled off of the Panelviewplus. So we've got the Factory Talk View Studio Machine Edition, and then we've got our Logix Designer, which is part of the Studio 5000. Now let me go ahead and show you what. We'll move this here. Go ahead and show you what an example of the banana, or these small clips, and what they can do. So what we've got here is we've got our outputs that come off. These are 24 volt. The relays, this is all 12 volts. We have a whole separate power supply inside. We have some inputs that are not switches. If you see, some of this is switches, some of it's the clips. So let's look at our program. I'm going to hit the input 1. Here we go. Let me go around here. Hit the input 1. And you can see the input 1 turning off and on, plus the program. If you look at the outputs in the program are turning, so we're linked up and we're live. Now, let's go ahead and let's use our contactor. One thing nice about this could act like a small MotorStar higher end contactor. Nice thing about our little terminals here is we can use them to simulate on the outputs. We can use them to create you might say an output to hook up to motors, lights, whatever we want to do. So let's go ahead and pull in this contactor. And what I might do, this is output 9. So let's go look at our output 9. Let's see what's going on with that, our program here. Okay. Output 9 is normally it takes input 9 to trigger it. So let's fire off our input 9. So what I need to do is go ahead and create an input link. So let's go ahead, so input 9, and then we've got our 24 volt coming in, and once we do this, is a lot like just a switch, turn it on and off. Can you hear that? So our input, we're able to simulate. You can see I'll get my little shoulder out of the way, and you can see how we're simulating a switch, basically, by playing with our, you can see that, and we've got our contactor. This is hooked up to the output with our little clips, and then this is hooked up to the input. So we can simulate inputs with those to do experiments, whether we're using photo eyes, and we can also use whatever. So anyway, hopefully that shows you a little bit, and we'll go from there.